Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Live with Cathy. Miss Cathy here, once again coming to you from her backyard. On today's episode, we will be discussing the Inuit people. Have you ever heard of the Inuits? They live in some of the coldest, harshest areas on the globe. These areas can include Greenland, Canada, and Alaska. Commonly referred to as Eskimos, some have widely considered the term offensive. Greenland's population as of 2012 is 89% Inuit. Rubbing noses is not an Inuit form of kissing. They do use a slightly different form of this gesture to greet their significant others, children, and parents. The ancient Inuits made armor. Their art has a long history. Their folklore is incredibly extensive. They do not have 100 words for snow. They do use one word to mean an entire phrase. For example, they have one word for the phrase softly falling snow. Inuit have inventive forms of transportation. You have all seen like the dog sleds. Igloos are not just Inuit snow huts. The word means any type of structure where the people can live. So you could live in a huge mansion and it would be called an igloo. For this art project, we will be doing igloos. So you will need some construction paper, some watercolors, paintbrush, and water. And I always like to cover my surface that I'm painting on so I don't make a mess. So the first thing you're going to need to do is draw your igloo, however you would like to draw it. And then outline it with a black marker. If you can, use a Sharpie because the colors won't bleed. Next, we're going to watercolor like a sunset. So we're going to put lighter colors on the bottom and darker colors on the top. But we're not going to paint over our igloo. So the first thing we're going to draw is some mountains. Then we're going to find a good spot and we're going to place our igloo. Now remember, igloos are kind of curved. Or like I say, you could draw a house however you want to draw it. So we're going to try to draw like a little curve. And then it needs an entryway. So we're going to draw a little line. So then we draw the door, which is kind of curved. And then we're going to add a little effect to make it look like it's hollow inside. Now, if you are an Inuit living in the Arctic, your igloo would be made of ice. So we're going to draw some of the ice features. And have a rectangle shape. And then they would stack them, like if two were like this, then the next one would be in the middle. So it would look like that. So I'm going to draw a few more eyes so you can kind of see how it goes. This gives your igloo more, it becomes more sturdier. So remember, after you finish drawing your igloo, to trace it with a black marker, preferably permanent, so the watercolors don't bleed it. See how it kind of looks like a sunset? Kind of looks like the Arctic. Have fun blending your colors and see what happens. If you would like to share your art with Miss Cathy, please send it to the email address up above. And like always, thank you for watching another episode of Live with Cathy.